The name of our major is Art and Cultural Heritage. My name is Richard Wilson, and I teach especially Eastern art and cultural heritage, especially Japan. In our major, there's basically four things that you can study. The first is art history, both of the East and the West, and it's possible to study both in English and in Japanese. The other areas include cultural heritage, or Bunkazai Bunka Isan, archaeology, or Kokogaku, and museum studies. We have a museum on campus where students can actually participate in the study of museums. Well, first, I think it's possible to study from a wide variety of perspectives. それぞれの観点から勉強することができます。It's possible to study in English, it's possible to study in Japanese. It's possible to study art, but it's also possible to study art through the perspective of literature, anthropology, history, and religion, which at ICU we think is very important. In our major, it's possible to work with your hands. You can study ceramics in the studio, you can excavate ceramics in the field, part of our Jomon period archaeology site or Gemba. And in our museum, as I just mentioned, it's possible to work with our curators to work on exhibits and catalogs just as a professional in a museum might do. So it's a very interactive and hands-on experience in addition to traditional academic experience in the classroom. Of course, we're hoping that students like art. We're hoping that they like to make art, but we're hoping they like to study art as well. But to study art means not only studying art objects such as painting or sculpture. It means thinking about how art objects evolved over time. It means thinking about the historical context. And I think it also requires some dream for the future as well. For a country like Japan, which has a rich cultural heritage, we want students to think about how we might preserve and protect Japan's rich works of art and archaeology for the future. And we hope the students will join us in this project as we move forward. Well, for those of you who are prospective applicants to ICU, thank you for your interest in our university. All of our faculty, staff, and the entire community at ICU is working very hard to provide an environment for you as students of ICU. And we're hoping that you'll join us in this very special project, working not only in art and archaeology, but to see how all parts of the learning environment fit together for an enjoyable present, a meaningful present, and a meaningful future. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you here at ICU. Thank you.